humbly rooted in love, Jesus was even free to die on the cross. And in that freedom, God's freedom was revealed. The love that brings about a new future. The cross signifies to us that if we are free enough to love, then we are free enough to die. And if we are free enough to die, we are free enough to live. What wonderful words of truth for us. This is the promise of Jesus of John. And I believe this is what Francis of Assisi encountered in that cross-room of San Galileo. One of many, many moments that he would repeat in various forms of his life. He would come out of a culture and a society that was at war with itself. He would come out of an experience where people did not trust one another. And when they heard messages posted all over the place, if you see suspicious activity, report it. He would come from a society that would beat up on the poor, and the rich would steal what they could and continue to steal as much as possible. He would live in a time when the church was broken down and trying to find its identity again, its way. These are the times of Francis, and this is what brought him to the cross of San Galileo. He came and said, I want to see Jesus. I want to rediscover life. I don't see the bananas and the chicken eggs. Where have they gone? He comes, he places himself before Jesus, and he asks him about to bring him the gift of eggs and bananas, peace and reconciliation, the promise the world may do. Perhaps this is what Francis understood. Perhaps this is the vision that we as Franciscans now that you join us definitively for the rest of the life. This is what we have as a gift. First, to accept and to believe, and then to offer to others, to our sisters and brothers present here today, and those every place we meet. When I sat down with Thinh several days ago, I had a chance to ask him. I said, Thinh, what are a couple of qualities that are really important in your life as you become and embrace this life of Christ forever? What qualities? And you listened to? Do you remember? You don't. He listed compassion and presence. And he listed healing power, forgiveness, and reconciliation. Those are the two moments that Thinh said he wants to experience in his life. Those are the two gifts he told me you want to receive from God through your pledge of solemn perpetual vows today, as you commit yourself to with us, to the world, to God, to the church. And I don't know about anybody else here, but what a tremendous gift and gift of presence, isn't it? And the world and each of us are longing for that gift to really fully and intimate presence those around us into their needs, and in that presence to be able to bring the opportunity for people once again to accept love and forgiveness of God and to become instruments of reconciliation. I think that's what you asked. I hope I said even if you forgot. And so, my sisters and brothers, what does Thinh ask for today? What is he coming to embrace with us and with all of us today? He asks that once again, that basket full of bananas and chicken eggs might be brought into the presence of humanity. That we might be able to see in those symbols of bananas and fruit and of chicken eggs, we might be able to discover once again the peace, the forgiveness, the mercy which we receive, and the gift that we as friars minor and we as baptized Christians have to offer to the world. This is what we celebrate today. We celebrate your willingness to say, I want to see Jesus, and I'm willing to go wherever it takes me to see the face of God. And to ask that is demonstrated in two concrete forms. And that compassionate presence, always willing to open our lives up to others, because we know that that is the way to our salvation, and allowing ourselves to receive the gift of reconciliation, so that we as friars might be new with riches, forgiveness, and peace for the world. This is the pledge that Thinh and that we as friars might make to you, our sisters and brothers in the faith. We make it to one another. We remind ourselves of that gift. And so, to each of you, may your basket be full of bananas,